Investigators say they found the body of one of the two people missing from the accident last night. I'm Kristen Remington.
I'm Ryan Canada. Thanks for keeping it here. The search for the other missing person continues. Two people survived. As we've been following, the boat capsized near DL Bliss State Park around 3 o'clock Saturday, where the Coast Guard responded to a report of 10 people in the water. Jaden Urban joins us now live from South Lake Tahoe. Jaden, what are the current efforts looking like there now?
Yeah, Ryan, well, today the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office did have divers searching in the water today with some help from the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. Now, the U.S. Coast Guard did suspend its search efforts on Sunday after looking at over 390 square miles and for 12 hours. And for both beach goers on that Saturday and the Coast Guard, they said that intense weather came at a moment's notice. This is what Lake Tahoe looked like on Saturday after winds and precipitation rapidly increased and came at once, according to the National Weather Service. Beachgoers said that the weather started to pick up in the early afternoon.
When we went to the restaurant, we saw all the boats washing up and the intensity of the waves and the wind. So that's pretty much what we saw.
When it was happening, the wind was just crazy. The waves were huge for a lake. And we saw 5 boats sink, 9 boats washed up on shore. I thought that the sailboat washed up on shore that was leaning to the side was going to fall on the restaurant.
The Coast Guard said that they knew rain and wind were in the forecast, but they didn't expect it like this.
The terminology I've heard for it is a microburst storm that kind of came in. It was an unexpected weather event, and what that brought in was approximately around 30 mile per hour winds, which created the conditions for 6 to 8 foot wind chop.
They also said it was about 15 to 20 degrees cooler than expected for this time of year. The Coast Guard says that if you are in the water during something like this, to get to shore immediately.
There might be a tendency or a feeling that you should return to your boat ramp, but what you should do is head to the nearest boat ramp or nearest harbor.
The Coast Guard says that it's important to always wear a life jacket and pack flares, beacons, and VHF radios. With the several people who died from the capsizing of the 27-foot boat, the Coast Guard says accidents like these stick with them.
Just our condolences to the families affected by this incident, as well as the local community in Tahoe. This isn't easy for anybody. Unfortunately, it's a really tragic situation, and we don't take these situations lightly.
And so far, none of the people have been identified. And this is an ongoing investigation, so be sure to check in with us both on air and online for the latest developments moving forward. Covering the story live in South Lake Tahoe, Jaden Urban, 2 News Nevada.